The following evidence is from March 29, 2017 at 9:51 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 170 and 200 Bloor Street West in Toronto. This location is near the Israeli Embassy at 180 Bloor Street West, where I have had other major surveillance skits staged in my path. I sat down for coffee at the Second Cup Cafe when a drug informant or plainclothed entered, with one shoelace untied to falsely make it seem as if he was an unkempt derelict. This perp spotted me in the cafe, requested a glass of water from the informant's staff, and waited outside until I left the cafe at 170 Bloor West. My instinct was that this perp was going to re-enter the Second Cup Cafe to falsely report me to the informant's staff as dealing drugs after I was well out of distance. After leaving the cafe, I stopped to observe this organized stalker from the northwest corner of Avenue Road and Bloor Street West. As expected, the drug crew plainclothed or informant was waiting for me to go away, so he paced from 170 Bloor West to the street corner where I was, about 3 times, as if waiting for further directions. After 5 minutes of waiting in spot for this drug perp to not falsely report me as a drug dealer or buyer, so the Second Cup informant staff could falsely report that to the Toronto Police or RCMP, a group of 3 Israeli-looking youths stopped right in front of me, mocking and laughing, in the hopes it would push me away and complete their entrapment skit. Perhaps they had the drug supply the pacing perp was waiting for. I stayed where I was, and once the Israeli-looking youths headed off in the direction of their nearby embassy, I was approached by a male plainclothes provocateur and a silent witness. This directed the perp waiting outside 170 Bloor West to vacate the area and head eastbound. The drug entrapment setup now blown, the bald-headed male police provocateur asked me for a gram of cocaine for his police wire so that the extensive setup could still be faked as me dealing drugs. In the space of less than a minute, this police perp asks me for drugs, lies that it was a joke, calls me retarded, brain dead, an airhead, threatens twice to kick me in the head, and tells me to get a lawyer. This is typical CI, where the police provocateur starts yelling so that the only way to communicate is via a screaming match for his wire, which can be falsely reported as a pedestrian being enraged with me taking a photo. As is standard with COINTELPRO, the provocateur pretends to be the offended victim, and the victim of his lies and threats is left without legal support. The Canadian Mafia State's criminals take great satisfaction in stalking, framing, discrediting, and mocking their lone and isolated victims. Nothing tops their opportunity to laugh in my face for being so stupid as to want the CSIS RCMP and Toronto Police Protected Drug Scheme funding these counterintelligence operations out of my rental property. Due to the integration with Israelis, these 2 police perps were most likely RCMP. Mossad and Israeli police train Goy nations in Israeli terror-patsy frame-ups so that Israelis can recognize their own methods at work, escaping entrapment themselves for their well-documented international crime and money laundering rings. Israelis never train Goy nations in any surveillance tactic which is not their Trojan horse, tactically designed to keep Israel on top of all clandestine black operations which keep police like the RCMP referring to Israel's Ministry of Public Security for direction. It's not that the police of Goy nations are inept for being trained in the self-corrupting methods passed down from Israelis, it's that their nature as predators and their career financial interests outweigh their intelligence or patriotism. Hi, provocateur. How's police provocateur doing tonight? Have fun, guy. You're looking for a gram of something, were you? A gram of what were you looking for?
Brain cells for your fucking head?
Oh, good.
Are you a retard, or is
as soon as you walked past, your informant was looking for drugs for me.
Good for you.
Yeah, he walked on.
Anybody kick you in the head lately?
No, but, police really want to. And you know why?
It was a joke, you fucking retard.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
You gonna be okay?
I kick you in the head.
Oh, good. Of course, you're just a violent person. You're just admitting you're a violent person looking for drugs.
Yeah.
Like a police officer. A violent person looking for drugs. Police. 200 Bloor West. It's hard to see. Upcatalyst.net. Truth is criminal.